So when you're talking about the predatory practices, it kind of reminds me. So there's a South Park episode that I sent you.
Yeah.
And it, one, shout out to South Park. I watched the mess out of South Park.
Mm-hmm.
And so they're in a cannabis expo. And
right.
in that cannabis expo, is a panel up front. And the panel is talking about how disproportionate, the licensing process has been, or disproportionate the cannabis industry has been in Colorado.
Mm-hmm.
You have Randy Marsh, which is one of the main characters on there. He's the cultivator owner.
Right.
And he's not paying attention to anything. He's like, whoa, cannabis, whoa, weed, America. He's back there chanting all that stuff. And they said, hey, well, due to the disproportionate amount of white people or non-people of color getting licenses, we're now, South Park, over exaggerates. Like, we're now banning white people from licenses. And he's like, what? And so he goes home and he's like, he's talking to his wife and his kids. He's like, hey, I've noticed y'all don't have any black friends. Why don't you hang out with that black kid at school? Bring them over. Let's get to know their family. It's kind of racist, actually. We are an open family. Bring them on, right? And he was saying all of that so they could befriend the black family, and he can convince the black family or the black, father to join him and endorse his cannabis business. And he called him. He created a fictional position for him.
Right.
To show like, hey, we support. We support the movement. We support people of color in the industry, but all while he's making all the money. He's not allowing any type of input from the black father that is in the business with him. And the black father's like, you know what? I'm just gonna go start my own thing. And he was like, wait a minute, you're my competition now? Well, you're my competition. Well, why are you my competition? He's like, because you didn't listen to me, so now I'm doing my own thing.
Mm-hmm.
And now that made him take notice. So more minority business or license holders in the area forces you to take notice of
the black existence and the capabilities. Yeah. And
you would prefer me on your team than have to fight it. If we unified and funds and really supported those businesses, that would force our colleagues in life to take notice of the impact that minorities have within the cannabis industry. And then again, I'd rather have you with me than against me. And not only have you with me, but have you play a substantial role. You know what I'm saying? Like you actually have input in the business versus me fighting against you and having to try and battle the market space with you. I think that's how we can make that happen.
Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Here to give you knowledge that you didn't know. Put you on some game, now you got a buzz. You are now listening to Cannabruhz.